had my haircut and I had my lunch, and there's almost no sun there.
You have to go to a plaza, a little open square.
That's true. How long did you spend in Barcelona?
I lived there twice for almost 2 years each, so almost 4 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why did you leave?
Well, pollution, and there was issues with like banks and government, and it's super easy to get screwed over there. Nobody cares about anything.
That's true.
Yeah, and the whole thing.
Again,
I'm not moving.
Nobody will take active measures for removing you because it's mañana.
Yeah, but the stuff that really pissed me off is like if you rent an apartment, you have to hold 3 months. You pay your deposit, but then you have to stop paying because no matter what, you're just never going to get your deposit back. So these things that operate like that, I just can't.
Yeah, but that's part of life. That's the first thing you have to realize when you're moving here, that nothing happens on time and nobody has anything against you personally. It's just the way of life.
Amen. Amen.
But it's not a time thing. It's just they just won't ever return your deposit because they're going to make up excuses.
Yep.
So you just have to say, I'm not paying 3 months my rent.
And they can't do anything about that because socialism. Yeah, and they can't evict you.
That's the main reason why I will never move to Spain, because it became a fucking socialist country.
But it is only a problem.
Okay, let's keep the politics to a minimum.
No, I mean, it's not politics.
Why?
If you don't do business here,
why should we keep it for a minimum? Why? What's the point?
Hello, everyone.
Somebody's got a new internet connection.
That's right. 60 up, 30 down.
Much better.
Horrible. Well, that's why I will never move to Mexico. You see, the list is getting shorter by a minute.
Mexico's okay if you're not a local.
If you're an orange?
If you're an orange, no, it's okay because it's catered to.
I had an accident with police last night.
Ooh.
First ever in Mexico. $250 ultimate result.
What'd you do?
What'd you do?
I appeared on the street
killed
after
someone?
curfew. No, I just appeared. Curfew. COVID here, so they introduced curfew after 11 p.m. and I was outside at 11:30. So,
I wonder why Dima has stopped to calling me, telling me that Mexico is the best, country in the world. I wonder.
That's right. $250. Yeah.
That's not bad for Mexico.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah, that is pretty heavy. I love Mexico. It's great for foreigners and expats,
surfing.
Everything is catered to them. It's designed for them. For the locals, depends what kind of local you are. Depends what kind of business you're in. Business.
Yep.
But for us, it's yeah, absolutely.
Who watched Sicario and Sicario 2? Nobody.
I haven't, but I've seen these guys in the street.
You should.
Yeah,
both movies are just great.
You're right.
Of course I did. Yeah, right.
Which one do you like better, the first or the second?
I don't remember.
First, absolutely.
First, I think. Yeah.
I liked second better.
Of course you did, Chuck. You always the against.
Who is the contrarian? Who is the contrarian?
Not me.
I've seen them. I've seen them in the black trucks with the 50 caliber machine guns on top. I was just like, "Whoa, that's a police officer." I'm like, okay, I'm listening. Whatever you say, sir.
I think that our viewers a little bit shocked at what we're discussing here.
We're discussing different countries in different.
Are
places.
we live?
Yeah, of course we are.
Like a long time ago.
A long time ago, yeah.
It's an open community.
Is the podcast all over again?
It's an open community. We discuss whatever we want, right? No censorship.
Hello, Britain.
Yes, Benjamin.
In the end, everything will turn out to be just a comedy podcast.
right? Like eventually it's just gonna filter down into one giant,
Yeah,
radio
podcast.
show.
Which what it should be, really. Like, what else? I mean, we have to have fun, right?
We do.
This coming from Mitja, very true.
Okay, well, let's see. We don't quite have everybody that we need yet, at least as far as presenters go. So we're waiting for a couple more people, unfortunately. Sorry, we're
I
going
guess
to run over.
it's a summer.
Yeah, it is that.
Yeah,
Everyone
I was
is on the
wondering
beach.
today, why is it so quiet? I even wrote to Ron, I was like, where is everybody?
Yeah, the
I
chats are
don't hear
quiet.
anything.
What's up with that, Ramon? Why are the chats so quiet?
Is everybody on vacation? Did everybody die?
What?
What?
I was going to say, I know we've had a lot of chatter in the main community chat room this morning. A few newcomers coming around asking questions and stuff. So it picked up a bit today, but I think the hot weather's getting to everyone. It's about 1 million degrees here in the UK today. I don't know if you can see me.
Melting.
Yeah, and of course, horrible shit happening is in Germany and Belgium. I mean, like,
yeah.
And I have my wife friend who is shooting pictures from there live because she's living in Bonn. It's terrifying, really. Like, and we talk about COVID and this bullshit. I mean, that's real stuff happening,
Netherlands too.
Yeah, it's all over the rural area there.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you as an illustration that the whole coast, the whole Mayan Riviera coast is covered with sargasso, with seaweed. It's not possible to swim. It's not possible to sunbathe, literally, because it's like the whole beach is brown color. And it's a clear effect of global warming. Nothing like that has happened before.
Actually, yes, it has. It happens all the time over there.
Not starting in July, guys.
Yeah. Well, if you go upstairs, Dima there will explain everything to you about global warming, as you may know.
Let's avoid the global warming debates, guys. I think
exactly.
I want no part.
That's fine.
All right, let's see. Do we have everybody we need? We don't yet, but I guess we can get started nonetheless.
We have 2 Sashas, though.
I'm waiting.
How'd you get cloned?
Remix.
Unbelievable.
He's got a twin. He didn't tell us.
And remixed, like cloned and remixed. Probably goes hand by hand.
Okay. Well, look, we don't have.
Alex, you're confusing us.
Oh, good God! Yeah, he's got his phone and his computer on.
You guys actually hear me? Is it working?
Yeah, but we don't know which one to listen to. Which one's really you?
Exactly.
It's all been a lie.
Yeah.
The strangest thing is that you're talking with one voice only. Wow, we have 2 of you, just one voice.
It's a stereo, right. Alexander. Stereo, Alexander.
Let's get down to business. Let's get down to brass tacks. We still don't have everybody, but I think we have. Oh, yes, now we do. We do have everybody. Okay, so. Hi, everybody, to this very lively community call, community call number 63. Thank you for coming as always. We have a lot to get through once again. And of course, as I do every week, I kindly, humbly ask you to please turn on your cameras so we can see your lovely faces. Please save your questions until the end of each presentation and use the raise your hand option in Zoom. And YouTube guests, we will get to your questions at the very end, right? So I'll intro like I usually do. As far as proposals go, there was only one, which was the second KPI token request for the African subgovernments, who are still doing a fantastic job. Good job, guys. And that passed last Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So, whoa. Sorry, there's a breeze and it just slammed my window shut. So there's a trend in the community that I'm noticing. People are really starting to dissect proposals right down to their atoms, which I think is actually a really good thing. I think it's been a long time coming. So it shows that the bar is being raised on what the community will and will not approve. So that's growth. That's lessons learned, experience, and I think it only means we're going to just get better and more refined. So I thought that was important to mention. As far as payments go, I know there's a queue for people who are waiting for tokens. I said last week, and I'll confirm it this week, we do have a token distribution that's being planned for the end of the week. So hang on to your hats. That's going to include the NFT marketplace winners. Your second tranche is on its way. Same goes for the Chrome extension people, for the Dune and Freeton swap implementation contest, winners jury, the African subgovernance, of course, the team at Gamepad Bot, and there's a few others. And if I'm not mentioning you, don't worry. I'm working off the top of my head. So you'll get your tokens this week. 99.9% sure. And that's basically it for my introduction to today's call. So let's get rolling with technical updates. As we said we would every week, we're going to start with those. Mitja, you have the starting flag. That's my racing reference. Is there even such a thing?
race. I like that.
Second week in the racing. We got half the distance. Some interesting, accidents, as you know. Now it's kind of stable. We did put some hit on Friday. We got some 3,000 500 TPS on this. We stopped that. And the reason we stopped that is because there were, we identified several problems, which is why we're doing that, guys. So that's to be expected. And we worked a lot on fixing some of that. We will kind of release patch. I'm not sure if today, maybe today, there's still a chance, but more chances are tomorrow. The patch will include a completely revised slashing protocol. Basically, the implementation has changed following some of the issues identified by the RustCup. So should expect different results, more accurate results which will reflect the more real performance of your nodes. And guys have been slashed heavily, I know, for when on Friday when the hit went on. So that thing is kind of changing of the protocol for the statistics metrics that we're using for dynamic slashing. Very excellent results, if you ask me, in terms of what we want to achieve from a RustCup. That's one of the things. Another important update will go for garbage collector of the data in the RocksDB. And that actually literally slowed down the network and also corrupted databases. And we have identified the issues. It's been the fix is in the progress. It's very hard to do. It's extremely hard to do. It's a huge amount of data streaming into the disk, into the RocksDB database into the disk. And it's not entirely up to us because there is a RocksDB involved, obviously. So it's really tricky patch. But we're hopeful, we're in the latest stages of debugging that, and that will include that. Also, the patch will include the fastest sync. So we hope to solve the problem for the validators who cannot sync under the heavy load. And that is also incredibly important patch, obviously, because right now, if your node is out of the race, then you're out of the race. It's like, so that hopefully we will improve that part. And that's why we're not putting the load currently on the network, actually, is because like we want some of the nodes that are being kicked off to kind of be able to sync on the slower network. Still hard to do, though, because it's a huge amount of data. Like the amount of data that we're producing right now when we when we're putting the transaction speeds on is incredible. I mean, it's more than petabyte a year. It's like huge amount of data, and it's not the end, because well, it's 3,000, like 200, 500 TPS. The Rust node, the Rust network in our tests on 128 validators has reached 7,500 TPS. And again, that is not the end as well. So we want to do that on the RustCup. Now, of course, it depends a lot on because we're doing that in the distributed environment, right, where nodes are everywhere and there are different data centers, there are different connection speeds and so on and so forth. So it will be hard to replicate, because obviously when we do that, our nodes are sitting well, not in one data center, but across at least one provider, right? So we cannot test otherwise. So we probably won't get there, but the goal is to go there for each of the, like for the work chain. And then there will be some surprises. So bottom line, waiting for patch. These are the three things that will. Another thing that I want to say is that, and I am talking to validators on the mainnet, be ready for an upcoming patch for the mainnet. There is a patch that will be described, and there will be a procedure to upgrade the nodes. We're not going to discuss it now. We'll discuss it next call. We're testing it. Actually, we wanted to just fix a minor problem on the mainnet, and once we started it, it never ended. It's in the right now. It's like almost 10 patches. That patches different in would say how to put it, like issues in C++ node. And so this will be a cumulative patch. We're testing that on DevNet. The DevNet right now is working with 5 out of around 10 patches that is going to happen. So we will still test otherwise. I'm not going to discuss what it is right now. And some of this, but we will discuss it once the patch will be rolled out. And rollout will be a separate issue. We'll discuss it on the next call. So just be ready to do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, wonderful. Understood. Not by me, but nonetheless. Okay, now we have Eugene Morozov, obviously, who's with us today to talk about new courses in the Freeton Academy. And first of all, thank you, Eugene, for waking up so early over in Mexico. Last I checked, you guys had, what, 10 courses already, right?
11 at the moment, Ron, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. Yes, the Academy is slowly but surely gaining speed. That is clearly evidenced by the courses that are offered right now. I bring your attention to the fact that those are available today without any contests, without any rewards given at this time. We only essentially distributed a very small amount of rewards given to us by the wider community, trying to be frugal here and get the results with a minimum expense. And therefore, at the moment, what we have is a result of, as I said, very little rewards offered by community that have been used. I hope that's a good fact. And at the moment, there is a variety of available courses. Some are very clear, blockchain related. Well, let me take that back. So the first group of courses, is introductions. We understand that a lot of new people are coming. They want to gain knowledge. They want to learn. And our first goal was to give them the opportunity for those new people that are coming, to give them the good platform, to give them the good courses that they can take. So we have introduction courses. We have some already technical courses like that deal with network security, what you should and should not do with your passwords, and seed phrases. You can obviously go further and look at things like farming guide, for example. And there are also some non-English language submissions already that we have. We had a long discussion whether to restrict the submissions into one language only or allow a multitude of languages. We decided to go the inclusive route and allow the opportunity for non-English courses. At the moment, we have 2 non-English courses available in Russian and also in Indonesian. So some courses have nothing to do with blockchain or TON community to that effect. We allowed for those as well and received some really cool submissions. For example, a cooking course out of the blue came our way, and it's very popular. A lot of people are looking at it. It's called Think Like a Chef. And again, this is all fun, of course, but the blockchain is getting there. There's a lot of buzz in the community. And again, we did a lot of effort to spread the word, thanks to our partner sub-governances that are assisting in that, like SMM and Community Voice. There's a lot of cross-community, chat communication going on right now with respect to the courses. So that is available right now. Now, to encourage and to motivate people to bring more and more and more high quality courses, obviously we're running the first contest right now, which is called DeCourses. And we invite everyone to participate. It's structured in 3 stages. We wanted to learn a little more about receiving submissions for the first stage, so we can fine tune the reward structure, the analytics of the contest. So there's a lot of thinking kind of behind that. Ron, how much more time do I have? A couple of minutes?
Couple minutes, yeah.
Again, first, we have the courses for you available and for everyone available right now. 2, we have a contest that encourages and motivates through rewards people who participate. We already know we have quite a few contestants for the first stage of the DeCourses contest, which ends like literally tomorrow. We already have, even in the first stage, we already have courses that the authors that will participate. So we're happy about that, but do spread the word, do participate, come to teach and learn those. Next, very briefly, so upcoming contests. In the very near term, a contest for professional developers' websites and resources, a course for teachers, and some highly specialized courses that are being developed together with the programmers and developers community. So a lot of work is going on right now. I know we kind of were to a slow start because we had to do some organizational issues and sort of build the team, introduce all the best practices. And that's what we've been doing the first sort of organizational period. Now, full speed ahead. We are providing education. There are lots of improvements to freeton.academy website that are already essentially prepared, and we're just waiting for the end of the first leg of the contest, so not to touch the site during that process. Once it's over, the day after tomorrow, let's say, we'll have an improved and much better website. And last but not the least, I should say that there are a number of best practices that the Academy is using, including some fun ones. Like some of you know, we have roles in the Academy, and volunteers come and sort of propose that they perform a role. So we collect people gather in particular groups, like we have deans, we have heralds, we have alchemists, out of all things. And so it's game-like environment, I think, became quite interesting to work in and productive. We have a number of other interesting tools that we're happy to share with any other group or sub-gov that help us analyze the performance of members of Freeton Academy. We have statistical files and a lot of other interesting, cool things that you can come and learn. Guys, the Academy doors is always open, so please come, learn, and teach. Happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Wow. What a good presentation. Very thorough.
Excellent, Zhenya.
That's
excellent
great.
work. Really love that. Would love to participate in one of your, like some of your contests, so that for the like courses creation, if I can.
Please do. Please do.
Absolutely. And as far as getting started, having a slow start, Rome wasn't built in a day. So I think everybody. Okay, we have a question from Ben. Go for it. Or I'm sorry, from Tim. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's a clap. Oh, I see the hand. And from Timothy. Thank you. See, good job. Very good job. Excellent presentation. I'm impressed. Very impressed. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to add on to it saying I think it's fantastic, and it doesn't seem slow at all. I mean, you even have a cooking course. There's really going to be something for everybody there. I think it's amazing.
Joining that.
And just to highlight, there will be a yoga course. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's an amazing one. It's called Yoga 23. I'll talk about it separately when Rod lets me. But it's incredibly good for people like us that spend all day in front of the computer. And this is a shortest form. The time is valuable, we'll remember. So this is the shortest way to get your body into shape, even if you spend all day in front of a computer. So come learn yoga. And then I wrote the first in my life programming course together with an experienced person, of course. So that's coming too. You just wait.
Great.
Cool. Very good. Okay. All right. Let's move on to, okay. So obviously everybody knows about the DeFi Alliance. We've talked about it. We've blasted on every social media account we possibly could, but we have updates. And there's a couple things out there like dArtFlex, TONSwap, obviously, lots of other stuff. And our very own Jedi Master, Vlad, is here to talk about it.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
You hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so some updates from
actually not so much.
Community.
Vlad, we can't hear you really.
No, well, do you hear me?
Like you're breaking up. It's very bad connection.
Bad.
Guys,
yeah.
Do you hear me now?
Now a little better.
Okay. If it gets worse, so just tell me. I will try to relocate somewhere where it's better connection. So let's start from farming update. So actually, with current farms, the total value locked in the freeton is steadily growing. So right now it is roughly 23 to 24 million USD. And what is especially interesting that one of the biggest pairs is with the bridge token currently, which exceeds $6 million already in value. And we have decreased the speed of creating new farms because current market stage is that it's going down, and this downward trend just makes all the farming less efficient than it should be. So we are expecting a bit of recovery to continue creating new farms. And one of the most interesting things is that the total turnover in volume on the TONSwap DEX has exceeded the amount on all of centralized exchanges in pair with TON. And this is a really good signal for the market. The next update is about the Crystal Handshake program. So maybe you, those of you who have attended the DeFi call already know what is it. I will just briefly explain. So actually, Crystal Handshake is another experimental program that DeFi Alliance is running. So it's aiming to attract the early stage but very promising projects that are currently hosted on Ethereum mainly, and who are in the mid stage investment. So they have collected one stage of investment already, proceed round, and they expected for the next one. So they actually don't have the free float of the tokens in the market, and all of the tokens are locked. So this creates a very good condition when there is no market pressure on the token price, and they can make the initial offering, initial public offering on freeton dexes, TONSwap, the first one to name, and this way TONSwap serves as a kind of price discovery tool for them. And the first project that was listed in such a way is dArtFlex. It's a project of the Blockchain Pro group, so it's a very big media group with tens of thousands of community members, and so they are running for a long period now, and they have passed the freeton DeFi Alliance screening. So it was the first token to be listed on TONSwap in the framework of Crystal Handshake program. And most probably they will host the AMA session this week. So just keep subscribed to the TON Bridge group, so they will announce the exact time. And I will also ask Roman to distribute the timing, so that everyone who wants to join had such opportunity. And we are currently screening 7 more other projects, and some of them may have passed our screening stage and also enjoy the Crystal Handshake program from this side. Yeah, so I think that's the main updates for now. So if you have some questions, so please don't hesitate to ask.
Very cool. Does anybody have any questions?
Yes,
Benjamin
I have a quick question.
No. Ben raised his hand.
Beat you to it, Eugene. I was just going to say, Glad, awesome work with TONSwap. I've been using it quite a lot myself, and I'm usually not very good with these things, and yeah, all very easy to use. One question I did want to ask, is there any plans for you guys? I think Chuck might have mentioned this when you first launched, but are there any plans to be able to kind of push some of those transactions together for user experience? To join up all these is quite a few transactions at the minute. It's kind of a 3-4 step process. So I'm just wondering where you're at with maybe thinking about trying to shorten that user experience.
Actually, there is a constant work on improving the TONSwap. So actually, the guys are currently preparing the second version of it with a lot of improvements. Unfortunately, I think that it's impossible to get rid of all the chain of transactions. However, it can be made faster. If I remember it well, how the guys development team has explained to me, it is due to inability of smart contracts to read data from contracts from other shard chains. And this should be solved in the Rust network, if I remember it well, and this will speed up the whole process significantly. Yeah, so just a reminder, it's only the first version. Of course, there are a lot of optimizations are being done in the background. For example,
that's great.
Yeah,
stuff.
Just a small highlight that in the new version we will have the routing, so that will be enabling the cross pair exchange.
Very good. Excellent. Before we get to the next question from John, Roman, can you please let Pavel into this call? He's asking and I'm knocking and nobody's answering. Sorry. John, please.
Yes, thank you, Ron. I have one question for Vlad. I think I'll be speaking for the African continent. We have an issue with the continent, people trying to get TON crystal and also invest in TONSwap. So I was wondering whether we can, come up with something to assist, because we have several countries who are crypto friendly, but the platform, like where I am, we have a a program called M-Pesa. It's like digital money, which we can integrate.
Yeah, I know this. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was wondering whether maybe I can explore with your team how we can bring Africa on board.
And what kind of problems? So they cannot access the TONSwap or what?
They can they're acquiring the tons first, then going to invest and stake in the TONSwap.
Okay, I see. Yeah, so sure, just PM me and I will just connect you with guys from the Alliance, so who can help you, of course.
All right.
Just
Thank you.
Text me in Telegram, so no worries.
I'll look for you. Thank you. Thank you for offering. All right.
Thank you for your question, John. Thank you for your answer, Vlad. Eugene, go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Ron. Two very quick questions. One, Vlad, is it better to provide both flags for farming, not just, let's say, TON Crystal, but also, a pair currency like USDT? And second question, the fantastic rewards that I heard about in farming are likely to be pooling resources from, let's say, the pools into farming. Do you see that as a trend continuing? Thank you.
Yeah, so the first answer is yes. It is always good to pool liquidity on both sides, because otherwise, when you do the one-sided top up of liquidity pools, so actually what's going on is that John, can you mute, please?
John, can you please mute your microphone?
Yeah, so actually the pool itself, so it purchases the second side to the extent that it gets balanced, and that means that it pushes the price of the other side up. Maybe it's not always bad, of course, but for you as an investor, it's better to always invest two sides. It's not an investment advice, but it's economically sound. And the second question, what was it about? Sorry.
The second question was, what I'm hearing now is that there are some very significant percentage-wise rewards, right, which are pulling resources from other places.
I didn't prepare any analytics on that side, but it sounds reasonable because the annual yields on the pools are significantly less than those on the farming. However, I would like to remind that it is always worth to balance your investment portfolio and have the majority of your funds kept in the low risk protocols, like the pools in our case, and invest only those parts of funds that you are not afraid to lose to the more risky assets. And farming, subject to you providing the liquidity to the AMM pool, has certain risk behind it, because in case of impermanent loss, you can just gain less than you get, than you suffer due to impermanent loss situation. So, and it's always worth to make calculations before you do anything.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the question. Thank you for the answer. One quick note: please turn on your cameras. Come on, guys. I mean, unless it's just a devastating. There you go. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Styling and profiling.
In the middle of the road, yeah. Just stop to answer.
And everybody else too, please. I mean, unless you're just, hanging upside down or something. Michael, you have a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Vlad, I was wondering what are your plans about getting the contracts used on the TONSwap to be certified? I know that there are some works, but any public deadlines and stuff, I think it's pretty crucial having such a nice amount of 20 plus million TVL locked to get certified. What's the state of this process? Could you please tell us?
Thank you for the question. Yeah, actually, we already passed the majority of the contracts to the audit and to security audit, and hopefully by mid-August they should finish it. And the complex part here is there are actually two audits running simultaneously. The first one is for the bridge, the second version of the bridge with the DAO implemented, and the second one is with TONSwap. And all these audit activities are done by pretty much the same team, so it may affect somehow the terms, but I hope that by mid-August, so we will be able to get the conclusion and get verified, actually.
Okay, thank you. May I ask some other questions as well, please? I was wondering, the whole process of swapping, adding liquidity might be a bit complicated, as Ben mentioned above. Do you plan maybe creating some video explanatory videos, how to do it in like nice style, good voiceover, like you watch it for 3 minutes and you're ready to go with your millions to go to TONSwap and stuff? Are there any plans in this direction?
In fact, there are good pieces of community videos that are already prepared. So roughly 5 or 6 covering the whole process of how to transfer money from Ethereum network to ending in the farming and vice versa. So and all of them are done professionally. So I see no reason to get some additional tools, because I really like them. They are done by professional bloggers, and yeah, very nice ones.
Okay, the second question in this part is sort of connected to the videos question. The thing is that I've seen some videos, of course, but they are all scattered somewhere. And I was wondering if you're planning to create sort of a landing page for the traffic, where everything is, like infographics, short but understandable text, links to the videos and stuff, so you could direct some traffic, maybe from advertisements, articles and stuff, to such an explanatory landing page, which will have the links to TONSwap itself. I think that might be a good idea to attract some extra users.
Actually, there is a new version of Brox's website in work that contains all the documents, because there's a tons of text documents with screenshots explaining the whole process. As of now, they are not put in one place, and with the new Brox's website, so you will get this navigation page with all the products, with all the protocols explaining how to use them, with the links to all the explanatory videos and support groups. So yeah, so this is already in progress.
And what's the estimates for the launch of the new Brox's website?
It's not the top priority, frankly speaking. I think that hopefully by end of August, so we will launch it as well.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Our main focus is, of course, on the DeFi product, and we are getting ready for the new website of the bridge with added functionality and more sections. The second version of TONSwap with pairs and tokens explorer, and a number of other products. I just don't want to name them for now, but they will be also very useful.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Eugene, another question, please go ahead.
A comment, rather. Gentlemen, you brought up a perfect case where somebody developed a certain knowledge, like those videos that Vlad mentioned, and then Michael brought up as well. And then there's enormous experience of Michael in terms of preparing materials for new users to view. So why not do a course? I mean, it perfectly fits the strategy, right? Vlad, Michael, I invite you to connect separately and discuss this. Would love to see you in the academy. Thank you.
Sure. Welcome.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and Darkwing?
Yes, I want to say the same. We also have a course with help by Vladislav about TONSwap on Freeton Academy website, but we wanna do something more. That's why everybody is welcome to create cool videos and so on as a part of the course. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, so please publish your videos, publish your manuals, because in fact I'm really grateful to the community, because I see a really strong support from the community side to all new coming members in the Tom Bridge group, and I really love to see this, because when it was the beginning, so it was very hard to explain people 24/7 how to use it, and now people start helping people, and that's very good. That's very good sign.
Absolutely, because we love you. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, as a final bonus, everybody knows Ben by now, but for those of you who might not be aware, Ben has been steadily working on a really cool podcast called Never Mind the Shitcoins. Excuse my French, but that's what it's called. It's really quirky. It's really fun, laid back atmosphere, kind of a let your hair down sort of call every week. Quizzes, trivia. It's uncensored. Well, in good taste, I mean, it's not uncensored, but you know what I mean. It's nobody's taking their clothes off yet, and it's all about crypto. And it's I don't know. It's kind of like Howard Stern meets class and crypto. So I personally think it's going really well. I enjoy it. I try to make it every time. And Ben is going to tell us what the show's all about. So Ben, go ahead.
Hey, thank you for the blushing intro there, Ron. Yeah, Howard Stern, there's some big shoes to fill. But yeah, obviously, podcasting has been something I've been quite keen on as we've been going forward. I've worked really hard at this format and tried to think really outside the box for something which is big scope. So it's aimed at all blockchain, every kind of person out there. It's crypto in general, but a bit of fun as well. So for the newcomers, it's not too heavy. I could talk about it all day, or hopefully, let's share my screen and I will pitch you guys with a 60-second trailer. So,
ooh, let's do it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully I'm coming through. Can you see me?
Yep, we got you.
And let me know.
Sound.
Yeah, it will get sound when I play, hopefully. I think. Right, minimize all your faces there a minute. Let me know if you don't hear any sound, guys.
We don't hear any sound.
Ah, damn it.
When you share, click there is a like a checkbox that you need to on the sharing screen.
Alrighty.
Reshare.
Stop share. No, amateur moment, amateur at the moment. Here we go.
It's all right. We don't judge. Well, we do, but it doesn't matter.
Computer, background, and that one. So right, one more time, hopefully. If not, I'm going to blush with embarrassment.
Blush with embarrassment.
Nope, we don't hear it. Hey, Roman, can you maybe help instruct how to do it? Because I think it'd be cool to hear it.
In the meantime, if you need, we can talk about fun stuff.
You just need to share your screen. Yeah, you just need to share your screen, and there will be an option to share this voice.
Sorry, I could hear my end. I didn't know you guys were still talking over it. I'll tell you what, I won't take up too much of your time, but the trailer's out there on YouTube.
Well, hang on. Let's not give up right away. Roman, explain, please.
Alrighty, go on.
Yeah, you just need to. So yeah, can you hear me, Ben?
No, I see the checkbox now. Amateur moment. Apologies, guys. All right, one more time. There we go.
He said.
Are we already live?
Real. Okay. Shit.
Three.
Wait.
That's the wrong button, though.
I got happy.
Wait, can we rewind a bit there? What?
Oh. Playboy?
Yeah, not that
Don't you see that as a little problem?
The last thing you want to do is wake up to a bunch of like panther outfits outside your window in the middle of the night.
I have never seen Mitja so happy.
Get them now, before the world stops having babies altogether, and the cryptokitties take over Pornhub, and fill the site with cute cat videos. Only your Aunt Barbara has not.
There you go, guys. So, yeah, 6 pitch as to featuring the beautiful tones of Eugene Morozov there.
I can't believe you didn't include the first part, though. That was the meat.
So yeah, I hope you all enjoy, guys. And to picture the first couple of weeks with a podcast in the Apple podcast stores in particular are so super important in terms of visibility and discoverability. So if you get just 2 minutes today, if you could head over to the Apple podcast stores, or anyone you know who's got an iPhone, and subscribe and leave a little review there. And like I say, sky's hopefully the limit with something like this.
They would search for never mind the shitcoins, correct?
Yeah, never mind the shitcoins. Just put that into Google. There's a homepage there which has all the links to all your favorite podcast stores. If you can't do Apple, do whichever one you prefer. But Apple's the main one, which kind of holds the fate of how hard we've got to work at this over the next few months. So, yeah, really appreciate it, guys.
Super cool, man. Thank you. Oh, Eugene, you have a question.
Just to add that the previous speaker is one of the course authors on TON Academy. Guess in which discipline? You have to go check. Thank you.
Look at that. We're turning into a regular marketing campaign. All right. Final go through for everybody that's on the Zoom call. Are there any more questions? If not, we've got one from YouTube. So Sergey Turin, oh, by the way, hello. Hi, dear Mitja. My main pain is the Rust node console. How about extending functionality for it? And when can we get it?
Working on that. When is my favorite question, obviously. Yeah. But the thing is that you know the answer right away. You don't just spell it with me together.
SOON.
Soon. Yeah.
But it's coming. So apparently it's coming.
It is coming, yeah.
Cool. What are you drinking, Mitja? Is what somebody else is asking. And somebody else answered moonshine.
I'm not drinking anything. Well, this one, I don't know. It's a kind of this, it's smoothie. Mango, maracuja, and chia.
There was a darker drink before that you had.
Oh, that's nothing. That's just cassis and.
It's nothing. It's nothing. Nothing to see here.
No, it's not,
the man behind.
Pay
no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Just the water with cassis. No Coca-Colas here.
Okay. And Darkwing. That's it for YouTube. And Darkwing has a question.
No, it's not a question. Just a little announcement about community voice work. A little, just 2 minutes, if I can. Okay. Sure. So I want to do a little quick announcement that now in Community Voice, and I think in SMM2, we will do something like teamwork. You can read Joanna's proposal on the forum. And so the first case is a wiki contest, and we would like to advertise it everywhere. And that's why soon there will be ready the landing page for wiki contest. And I asked Mitja, and I think we will have a proposal about this, that we need a contest www.freeton.org domain to place this simple and fast landing page, just HTML, CSS, and JS, to something like landing page for new members who want to know more about the contest and participate in it. Then I will soon I will add the another sections, steps, how to participate, what to do, and we would like to make it easier for everybody to participate in the contest. Thank you. I hope that community voice now will be more active. And thanks, Joanna, for proposing the teamwork in this SG. Thank you.
Fantastic. Excellent. Yes, it's about time that SubGov needs to be doing something.
Yep. Yep. Let's stop fighting and start teamwork in all SubGovs.
Absolutely. Okie dokie. We are going to ask for a last call for questions, and then I think we can wrap up, and we did it in under an hour.
Excellent.
Woo-hoo. No questions? 3, 2, 1. We'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye-bye.
Have a good week all.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.